Yikes. Okay, yes, let's get to Tuah. Everyone's upset at Tuah still. Just let the woman have her 20 minutes of fame, I say. She threw out the first pitch at the Mets game. People are very upset about
How'd
that.
she do? Can she throw?
Let's find out.
I think she threw it to her friend. Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
She just threw it to her friends.
Yeah.
Was that the girl that was with her during?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is her bestie. She takes her everywhere. Oh, so this is not a real first pitch. I think it only
Yeah, it looks
counts
like
when
a
you're throwing
pregame
it.
thing. I think it was for a charity.
Yeah. I think it only counts when you throw it to the actual catcher or somebody on the team. But they're cute. They're living their life. Everyone's upset. She's hot and seems fun. I don't give a fuck. She threw it to her friend who saw it. I like her attitude. This is the lowest point of the Mets season, bringing the spitball era back. That's fun.
Clever.
We as a
they
society
definitely lost very miserably.
need to do better than this.
Oh, shut up.
They've had worse people throwing out the first pitch.
Did you see Gary Delabate's first pitch? It was the worst thing ever.
Who the hell is that?
That's Howard Stern's forever producer. And it was terrifying. Yeah.
Or remember Fauci's?
Oh, that was the worst one ever. He didn't even make it to the plate.
Oh, it's funny.
Oh my goodness.
When I think about Gary's first pitch, it makes me laugh every time they shit on him for weeks over it. Oh,
Because it was so bad. I wonder if there's footage of that. Let me find it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay. And Tuah Girl, she's really into animals, and this is why you can't hate on her.
What a terrible person. Wow, she loves animals and she's oh God, please.
Well, she did that first pitch for like a fundraiser.
She's sweet. Everybody
dogs.
needs to just calm the fuck down. My God.
Haliey Welch, the Tuah Girl, was at Citi Field to promote a charity for veteran dogs, vetdogs.org. There has been lots of yapping from content creators over her at the Mets game. None who have made far less charitable contributions than Welch has will mention that she was there for a good cause, making the most of a ridiculous situation. Isn't that just social media, though? We live in a world where people post black squares on Instagram thinking they did something, then drop the ball when it comes to being a decent person when it counts. That said, I'm trash. I will also drop the ball a ton. I try to keep my crying on social media over first pitches at Citi Field to a minimum. Okay, was this her Tuah?
So we'd like to present you with one of Betty's baseball cards.
Oh.
She just turned 6 months old. It's sponsored by the Amazing Mets Foundation. They're working in cooperation with America's Vet Dogs. That's a not-for-profit organization that provides service dogs to first responders or veterans who have disabilities. It gives them a new lease on life. And our job is to socialize him.
So I have a miniature blue heeler.
She is well behaved as Buddy at 6 months. No. Here you have the fans, you have the crowds of people, and he has to learn to ignore all of that. He's made friends with a lot of the players as well. Leave it.
Oh.
Instagram page. Follow him at Mets Vet Dog.
If you want to help out dogs, go to vetdogs.org. They'll give them 4 puppies some money.
Oh, she's so sweet.
She's
love
the
her.
sweetest.
So we'd like to present you with one of.
Aww.
And that's the thing that like
baseball cards for my dogs.
The weird purity culture people lose me on this particular one because the whole backstory is obviously you guys understand and know is like she like some guy who was like recording, you know, like on the street things, like went up to her, like having a good night with her friends, and like some weirdo comes up to her asking her a stupid question. So she said something just kind of like outlandish and funny, having no idea this thing would go viral. having no idea
Right.
this is gonna like become the next big internet sensation.
Yeah,
and
she
guess
wasn't
what?
like,
She had smart people around
yeah,
her.
it wasn't like graphic.
Very smart people around her who said, capitalize on this the best you can. And she definitely did. And she didn't go vulgar with it. And immediately after, when everyone's like, oh, are you going to do OnlyFans? Are you going to do this and that? She's like, no, it's never going to happen. But now everybody knows who I am, and I don't have to work my shitty 9 to 5 anymore. And I'm going to make the best out of it. And if that's not the American dream, I don't know what the fuck is. Like, I don't
know. In a spring factory. She was like testing springs, which is like such a
this is really like job. And she's obviously using it for good. So
yes, veterans and dogs. Who doesn't love veterans and dogs?
Like, this ties back into the thing I said earlier about the swimsuit stuff. Like, no matter what you do, no matter how much good you do, no matter like what you're doing in your life for what reason, for what audience, there's always going to be a bunch of people who have some shit to say about it, who want to talk about it in a negative way, who think,
especially if you're a woman. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think especially if you're a woman, but I think that if in any way you put yourself out there, you're going to attract people who just have some negative stuff to say.
True.
It's just a side effect of existing, unfortunately.
Right.
You're never going to make everybody happy all the time.
The Hawk Tuah Girl, she triggers the type of people who think that a cute girl lives their life on easy mode, right? We've all heard that, like, oh, you get everything to you, you don't have to work. People are constantly buying you stuff, and it's like, if you hear her
working in a spring factory,
she worked in a spring factory.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a glamorous life. Her grandmother raised her.
Right. Her mom was a crack whore.
Yeah.
I think people took what she said because it is like objectively a vulgar thing to say, and they made that her entire personality without actually knowing her entire personality. So like, you know, like, yeah, was it a vulgar thing to say? Like, yes, of course it was. Like, do I know women who are, you know,
vulgar and adorable?
Yeah, well, it was hilarious. But do I also know women that are more on the conservative side who, like, between their friends would say something like that just to like get some laughs? Of course, like it's not as if
vulgar. Like, I think there's a difference between vulgar and cheekiness. I think she's being cheeky.
Well, I mean, it's still a vulgar sense of humor. It's still like you're still talking about spitting on a man's penis. Like, you're not like there's no way to take the vulgarity out of that.
Say it like that.
Kim made a great point.
She wasn't like she wasn't like, I spit on a man's penis. She said, spit on that thing.
What is hawk to? There's no other.
But
you give it the hawk to. That's the whole joke. The whole joke is literally interacting with a dick. So like, I'm just saying like that it's inherently vulgar, but it's also like lighthearted and funny because like she didn't make being a whore her entire personality. She wasn't like, oh, I'm the Hawk Tuah girl, so I'm just gonna and like, you know, like the Bill Maher interview. That's why the Bill Maher interview was particularly really creepy because he's like, oh, well, you should talk about sex on my channel. And it's like, why? Like, what about my personality would indicate to you that I have any interest in that whatsoever, other than like an offhand comment that I made to some random dude when I was drunk with my friends? Yeah. Like, it's super weird.
We talked about that. Did we talk about that last week or was that 2 weeks ago?
Might have been 2 weeks ago. But yes. Good. She's using her Hawk Tuah for good. And, you know.
Yeah, if you can capitalize on your 15 minutes, so many people couldn't. Like, there's a whole, like, slew of, like, you know, internet graveyard of the people who got their 5 minutes and then never did anything with it.
Like the Chocolate Rain guy. Chocolate Rain.
What the hell is that?
I was going to say, I don't know what that is either.
You don't know
Chocolate
Rain.
Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain.
Oh, my God. Make it into jewelry now.
Make it into jewelry. All right.
It was one of the funnier.
Chocolate Rain? Are you kidding?
I thought she was super cute.
We need to watch Chocolate Rain now.
Just a little bit.
Do yourself a favor when you're off of this. I guess I don't know if we're gonna watch it, but go Google Chocolate Rain.
No.
Okay.
No.
I'll check it out.
I forget the words. History is
some stay dry and others
Chocolate
feel
Rain.
the
I think
pain.
it'll just come
Chocolate
up.
Rain. I don't remember the rest. I'm sorry. Something about a baby, and I don't remember.
138 million views.
Whoa! Take that, Mr. Beast.
Wow.
Wow.
An absolute cultural icon, if you ask me.
Or the kid who was like shoving the remote control up his butt because his parents took away his Xbox. That was another gem of the internet.
Oh man.
I love this. The shitty early internet.
It's bringing it back.
Camera quality.
Oh, this is incredible.
Chocolate rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Chocolate rain. A baby born will die before the sin. Chocolate rain.
I move away from the mic to breathe in. That was all I
love how he's wearing his little headset like beat behind his head.
The prisons make you wonder where.
I wonder what happened to him. How old is this?
He's probably like 100 now.
He's like
15 years old.
2010.
At least.
Yeah, I think probably somewhere around 2009.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
What do you think the song is about?
Fucking, I don't know.
It's about his authentic self.
I don't
The
know.
prisons wonder where it went.
Yeah.
I don't understand. A baby will die before the sin.
Is it about
What?
police
Put on
brutality?
insurance rates.
Raised your insurance rates.
Rain.
What? Why did it make you close?
Made you turn your head the other way. Oh my god, this is amazing.
It's the constant.
That's the only line I remember is history.
How old
crashing
is
through your
this?
vein.
How long has it
It
been
was like
out?
it was like 2009 when it came out.
Oh wow. okay.
17 years ago. Holy shit.
Whoa.
Oh my
17 years ago.
God.
Whoa, okay.
Oh wow.
Okay, so
Well,
it's
we
like-
all
okay, 2000.
Oh my god,
Well,
where was
snap.
his
Seven.
first
Doing.
pitch?
I want to know where he is.
let's find
Yeah,
out.
he needs a first pitch. He did get a web redemption or whatever on
Oh, there it is.
Tosh
Today's
0.
chocolate rain.
Oh my god. How distinguished.
Whoa, look at
Nay,
his
his
voice
name
is so deep.
Tay Zonday.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
What a name.
Raise your insurance.
Chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain.
Where is his interview part?
From Minneapolis, so I was like, hey, why don't I film myself? I might reach a bigger audience.
Chocolate
I
rain.
guess the rest, as they say,
Say the thing. Say the thing.
is history. I grew up in a biracial household. My mom's black, my dad's white. We never talked to each other, referred to each other as black and white. So it was a little bit of a shock to go out into the world as I became a teenager, like, wait, there are these things and they don't really speak to my life or who I know human beings to be.
what?
I guess overall, Chocolate Rain was intended as a ballad about institutional racism.
Oh, come on.
Bring
Chocolate
back the Hawk 2
rain.
girl.
Yeah.
I
Give
thought
him
it was
a
about
first
an LSD
pitch.
trip.
Give him a first pitch.
Mean something, okay? Ugh.
I just thought it was like
Ruined
whatever was
it.
going through his head when he was on
He
mushrooms. What the fuck?
Ruined it. You ruined it for me. I'm over it. I'm over Chocolate Rain now.